at my home studio in Scottsdale, Arizona. Thank you, Balanced Body, for having me today for your exercise breaks. Today I'll be working on the chair. This is Balanced Body's EXO Chair. I want to go through some of the features and safety precautions. This is the top part of the chair. It's the solid piece. This one is the pedal. It moves up and down. When I come around the back side, this is how we change our springs. There's a fabric tab. We want to grab the pedal with one hand to lift up and then pull the tab with the other and reattach onto the cactus metal frame on the back of the chair. We're going to start today at setting number 2. In terms of spring settings, we've got 2 springs. Bottom is light, top is heavy. So 4 is the heaviest, 1 is the lightest. We'll start with our mermaid. Coming into our position on the chair, we've got our right leg long, our hips are stacked, our shoulders are stacked, and my left knee is right in line with my hip. You can have a variation where the knee is up. It changes the pelvis a little bit. Since we're focusing on mobility today, I'd like the knee to be down. Ankle is relaxed on that front leg. Press down into the floor on your right leg. Left hand comes onto the pedal. You can gently wrap those fingers around and start to take that side bend. Inhale and exhale as you press the pedal down, working from the side ribs, allowing that right arm just to follow and return. So as we come back up, it's a very small range. Exhale to press, inhale to return. Changing the arm position to a T, straight out from my shoulder. Exhale to press, inhale to return. And I'm feeling all the work through the side body. Nice stretch, my abs are lifted. Next variation, hand behind the head, reach through the elbow, feeling a stretch through the triceps and the lats and the lower back, that quadratus lumborum. Exhale as you press. And our final variation, arm overhead for our mermaid. Again, shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Exhale as you dive down. Coming back up to center, slowly bring yourself onto this chair, step off, and we'll take some spine mobility before we go to the other side. My thighs are going to come up almost to the edge of the chair here, my feet forward, slightly underneath where the frame is. Hands come onto the pedal. That's my beginning position. Nod the chin, scoop the belly like our elephant. Press down from our core, feel a stretch through those hamstrings. Stand on those feet. Inhale, come up. 5 here. Transition to a flat back. Shoulders draw back. My spine is long from head to tail. My rib cage is pulled up and in. With the flat back reaching my sits bones behind me, I press down. So this range is a little bit smaller for me, and I feel more work for me on the flat back. Moving through both directions. So nod the chin round to come forward. Lengthen the spine to a neutral flat back and come up. Round to dive down. Lengthen. Exhale to press, scoop through the belly, lengthen and round through the middle and lower back. Inhale to flatten and lift. 1 more. Reversing it. I lengthen out, nod the chin, scoop the belly round to come up. And you can move through this pretty quick. Last one, bring the hands on top of the chair and go ahead and roll up to vertical. Moving to the second side of our mermaid, my right foot is forward, my left leg is back, my right hand is on the pedal. The left arm stays and glide. I focus forward, shoulders square, pelvis square. Start to take the ribs over on an exhale. Inhale to return. Now we're going to add that arm from the T position. We dive down and come back. Medium effort, I'm pushing through underneath the armpit and focusing on that side bending motion. Then we take the hand behind the head and we dive. Still pressing that foot into the ground. Keep the shoulders square. And then into our high mermaid arm, diving down. Come back up to center, slowly reset. Go ahead and take the foot off, step back, and just take a nice forward fold. Slowly walk those hands towards you. On your next exhale, round the spine and stand tall. Coming around to the other side of the chair, we'll work on some ankle mobility as well as calf stretches. Hands on the top of the chair, press down with one foot and then the other, stepping onto the pedal. Feet are hip, sits bones distance apart. The ball of the foot and the toes are on the pedal. Start by slowly lowering the heels. Feel a nice stretch through the calves. So this is with control. So we're gently reaching the heels down and coming up. We'll keep our hands connected this whole time. So these are just lower lifts. With control, I reach down for 3 and come up. 1, 2, 3, and lift. I can really see with my ankles if I'm rolling in or out on my foot. So the goal is as I rise up onto those toes, I'm thinking about the second and third toe. That's where my weight is going. And I'm trying to feel the spiral of the heel and make sure that my ankles are stable. And I'm really, not only am I stretching, but I'm working on lengthening and control on the way up. We'll go ahead and take it into our prance. Reaching one heel towards the floor, feel a nice stretch through that calf, lift up, exhale, other side. Inhale to transition. So there's a moment where we hit that calf raised position with both feet. And then you can start to increase the tempo. My hips want to walk or a little bit side to side, so focus on that stability of the pelvis. And now we're focusing on one leg. So my right knee is bent and the heel is lifted. The left heel just comes up and down. So giving that left side a little more stretch and a little more stability. 5 here. Changing sides. Left knee bends. You're in that high heel position on the left foot. Lower the right heel down for 5. And slowly coming off, step one foot down. Keep the hands on the top of the chair, lift up. Once it's come up, go ahead and take your foot off. And you'll probably feel that whole lower calf and that lower chain looser. So let's so we did our calves, let's go up to our hamstrings. So we'll go ahead and step our right foot forward. I'm in about a hip distance stance. Depending on your pelvis, you may be more narrow or more wide. The hands come onto the pedal. And I'm going to tuck my chin and round my spine. Exhale as I start to press down. Inhale to come up. So I feel the hamstring in the front leg and a stretch through my spine. You could also take this variation with a flat back and think about those sits bones reaching back behind you and your pelvis staying pretty square and leading with that heart. Come back up to center, step it in, hands come onto the top of the chair and roll up. Left side, step your right foot back, take the hands to the top of the chair, then hands forward, nod the chin, round your spine, scoop your belly, press the pedal down and come up for 5. Feeling the stretch on the front leg of the hamstring in the back here. Then we transition to our flat back, lengthen from head to toe, reach the sits bones back behind you, lift the heart and close the ribs, Flat back, lower and lift for 5. And your range is your range. It doesn't have to be too deep. The goal is on the length and elongation through the back of the spine and the back of the leg. Exhale as you press. Slowly bring it in. Step the feet together. Bring the pedal up. Hands go onto the top of the chair and stand up nice and tall. Moving on to our pigeon stretch. I love this one on my chair. It's an outer hip opener. So you can bring the knee forward. I have my right leg, so my shin can angle slightly out, or my shin can be parallel with the front. That's a little hard for me. So I'm going to angle slightly out. My back leg is long. The ball of the foot is on the floor. Both hands come onto the pedal. Now, if my knee's in the way, I can kind of wiggle that knee, find a better place so my hands can both be on the pedal. A nice inhale. On the next exhale, I press down. I can bow my head and round forward. Inhale, lift the heart and come up. Or I can have a flat back to reach forward and a flat back to come up. Either one is good. You probably will feel some intensity just being in this position. So maybe it's down an inch, up an inch. That's fine. 3 more. Hands come onto the top of the chair. Take a moment. See if you need to readjust. And we're going to add a rotation here. So my right hand and my right knee are on one side. My left hand is going to cross the body and my shoulders are going to rotate with my neutral spine as I twist and look out. Then come back up to center. I change my side. My right hand goes to the diagonal of the pedal. I press it down as I rotate. Feel the stretch to the upper back. It's small and subtle. Again, pushing down and stretch and rotate. The shoulders can come off the back a little bit, and that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect shoulder stability. I'm focusing on that rotation. And one more. Coming out of it, both hands come onto the top of the chair. Step back and lengthen your spine. On your next exhale, go ahead and roll on up. Bring that other leg forward. Again, you can be on the kind of diagonal, but the hips squared towards the pedal, or the shin can be more forward. For me, I'm going to be a little bit more here today. I take both hands on the pedal, find that length through the back body. A nice inhale, and then on the exhale, I come forward. Either a flat back or a round back, whatever your body needs today. Then we come on top of the pedal and we take those diagonals again. So my right hand is going to go to the side, my left arm crosses over as I twist my rib cage and rotate my shoulders and take my focus to the side and change into the other side. So it's just a little spiral through that upper back. So I'm not really rounded, I'm in my neutral as I rotate an easy twist, really small, maybe 3 inches. But I'm still feeling that big hip opener here. Exhale as you twist. And then coming back one more time, pressing back into that hip hinge. 5 deep breaths. Walk the hands in, walk the feet in, roll up through the spine. You guys did great. Thank you so much to Balanced Body for having me here today. Take care. Bye-bye.